We're back. It's Savoy. This is our Savoy. So we're pretty big, but we've been this big for a very long time. We've only gained, we recently gained one province in Gaiu from Austria, and then we gained one province, Dauphin, from France. And we regained Cambrai from France, but it was ours to begin with. We had to give it to them because we lost a big war against France and Austria combined. We lost our big Swiss vassal. This used to be our vassal. But if you notice over here where the base tax is listed, they have 5, 4, 3, and 3. So the base tax of the entire combined Swiss nation is lower than the base tax of Lombardia. So that's why I was willing to give them up in exchange for England not crushing me to death. So what's been going on in the world is that once upon a time up here was Burgundy and down here was me, Savoy. And I was allied with Burgundy and Castile. And we fought against France. Normally, France crushes Burgundy and takes over all this territory, crushes England, crushes Provence, crushes everything, and just takes over this whole thing and rules basically the world. But I share a border with France, and France has a negative 200 relationship with me from day one. So I needed to make sure that didn't happen, and I succeeded. France has been crippled, even though their income is currently higher than mine, and they're very strong. At least they aren't world leader strong, and that's cool. So Austria also hated me from the beginning of the game, and they've been fighting with me back and forth, and England has hated me since the beginning of the game. It's kind of unfair. They just start off hating me. See that negative 83 from Was at War? That started at negative 200 at the beginning of the game, and it goes down slowly and goes back up every time they fight you, and it's just kind of ridiculous. Anyway, me and Castile fought France a lot, and then fought England a lot, and then fought Austria a lot. We got Poland, Lithuania, Hungary, and Denmark to help us on occasion. We used to be friends with Venice, Rome, and Naples, and then we got rid of our friendship with Venice and got rid of our friendship with Switzerland. And now, England, every 10 years, I would fight France and Austria and England, France and Austria and England. And so all of the armies of all of the world would be crushed every 10 years. So nobody ever had any armies, everyone ever had any manpower. And then last cycle, England decided not to attack me. And instead, they just watched as everybody fought each other. So if you look in the ledger at the army size, right, military, and you sort by force limits, which means the biggest nations, up here, the available manpower of all of the biggest nations is tiny. Like, this looks super tiny. But England got like 100,000 troops and 80,000 manpower. So they had 200,000 troops available to them. Whereas people like Austria only, as you can see, have 65,000 troops available to them. France only has 65,000 troops, and Castile only has 44,000 troops. Lithuania only has 40, 50, maybe 52. So having 200 when everyone else has 50 or 52 meant that England could just go around and kill anybody. So they declared war on me with 200,000 troops available to them, and I was like, you win. Just instantly. Turn 1, you win. I'm out. So I had to break my my vassalization of Switzerland, but it's okay. I don't mind. So that's where we are right now. Currently, there's a giant coalition against me of France, Provence, England, Austria, Bavaria, Cologne, the Hansa, Friesland, Utrecht, Liege, probably Lorraine, Switzerland even. Actually, I'll say Switzerland hasn't quite joined yet, but they will. Probably the Palatinate, who's actually the Holy Roman Emperor. So that's what's going on. Imperial reforms have been very limited because, actually, there have been none passed because Austria lost the vote for emperor to the Palatinate, this tiny three area nation right here, the Palatinate, became emperor for a really long time. And so the whole empire was just useless. Whenever someone got attacked by France or England, they wouldn't come to your defense because the emperor had 12,000 troops. It was stupid. Anyway, Austria has regained the emperorship, so now they will be restored to the glory that they deserve, and they will be kicking a lot of butt pretty soon. And that's a terrible thing because I am their rival, they are my rival, and we hate each other and we fight all the time. So I'm going to get crushed by Austria. So I'm in a very precarious situation where England, France, and Austria are always kicking me in the nuts. And until now, I've had powerful enough allies to hold them off. But that's starting to wane now that I have like a permanent hatred of Lithuania. They love me. I hate them because they dishonored our alliance. And I forced them into it, and it's my fault. But whatever. So that's where we are now. current goals, get popage back. I've been pretty popaging all game. I've had lots of popage success. I'm using 3 different spies to make Austria as not powerful as they possibly can, because their power scares the heck out of me. And I'm using some spies on England as well. Although I should stop infiltrating the administration and instead go to France and sow discontent in France. Okay. And maybe I should stop yeah. I'll keep sabotaging the reputation. Should probably sabotage England's reputation too. Anyway, point is, I'm trying to keep my enemies from being friends with each other. I don't care if they all attack me as long as they do it one at a time. And we have 1 Protestant territory that we need to take care of as well. So our current mode, as you saw over here, we have only 14,000 troops and only 27,000 manpower. So compared to the 100,000 troops and 30,000 manpower of England, that's basically nothing. So we're trying to avoid getting into a war. And we're focusing on catching up on tech. As you can see in the tech graph, we are way behind on tech. We're 9, 4, 11. Everyone else is, 9, 11, 10, 10, 10, 11, 10, 11, 10. So basically 11 is the standard right now. And we are a 9, 4, 11. So we're trying to catch up to be 11, 11, 11, kind of, except for not Diplotech. So we want to be 11, 2, 11. So we need 2 more administrative techs to get there. So we got lots of military tech coming in, keeping track of our papal influence. We have this guy. We lost this guy. There you go. And we're working on building up this administrative tech. So all of our entire budget is going to a combination of reducing our inflation, which has now gotten to 0, and increasing our administrative tech, because we happen to get really lucky with our king. We got a 5-4-4 king. That's insanely good. So now we're getting 11-7-9. Before we were getting like 4-4-4. So getting 11-7-9 is huge. We're going to catch up on tech big time. So that's what our current focus is. We had previously been focusing on getting money and using that money to buy buildings, but now we're focusing on tech and using that tech to buy tech. We can no longer claim Berg to be part of our realm. I think that might actually help me. We lost influence on our cardinal again. Stop losing influence on cardinals, you. There you go. So I've always known that at some point it's going to make just empirical sense to fire this guy. But I might fire my military guy first. In fact, I should fire him right now. Buy a military guy. He costs me $7.5 a month. He gives me 5% discipline, which is only matters if I'm actively fighting at the moment. And he gives me 2 military tech per month. So this drops from a 9 to 7 when I fire him. So I just got $7 extra a month. That brings my net income from basically like 5 to 14 or something like that. Pretty useful. And I did that because I'm maxed out on military power and there's nothing to spend it on. I can't tech up for another 2 years until I can tech up anyway. So why max it out and then just leave it maxed and pay a whole bunch of money to keep it maxed when you could fire the guy and not have to pay anything. So my current claims on people, I have lots of claims on French territories. I've got a claim on a Venetian territory. I've got a claim on Liege and Flanders as well. I don't know that I'm going to enforce any of those claims. It doesn't seem wise. I don't think I'm going to fight until England is crippled by somebody. I don't know who, but somebody hopefully will cripple England, and then I can start fighting things again. Or until England leaves the coalition against me, because I'm just really scared of England in general. So we lost a claim on something else. Don't care. Don't want claims on things. I believe having a claim on a territory that you do not own costs you prestige. Not quite sure. Yeah. Uncontested cores. I think that's what it is. Uncontested cores. Cost me prestige. And prestige is really valuable because right now it's giving me plus 85% relations over time, which is a huge deal. That helps people forget that I'm such a dick. So, for example, when you go to the coalitions menu and you mouse over someone, it says, the reason I formed a coalition against you, or the reason I'm in a coalition against you is because you have aggressive expansion of negative 74 versus me, right? And that's relations over time. That goes down by a certain amount per year based on my relations over time. In this case, it goes down by 4 per year because I have double relations over time from my prestige and other stuff. Alsace has declared war on me. No big surprise. I knew I'd be at war eventually. Boop. Let's pay my army. I can actually afford to pay my army. How cool is that? All right. So this is France and some tiny people. It looks like Castile answered the call. Poland, Hungary, and Denmark answered the call, and Naples and the Pope. So our alliance is drastically bigger than theirs. But France, I think, has a bigger army than Castile and I combined. So probably going to lose these troops unless I can hide them in such a way that France doesn't notice. I'm also going to... okay. So I got the choice of recruiting a bunch of troops and hoping that they get recruited before France's army shows up, or sacking my whole army and just letting my allies fight without me. I tend to choose option 2 because... Oop. I'm in 2 wars at once. That's awesome. Second war is weird. Why would they declare war without a big power to come to their aid? It seems like they should have gotten either Austria or England to come with them. I guess they got Provence. And Provence was like, yeah, if you're going to fight me. Wah! So... this second war doesn't make any sense. The Hansa, I mean, they've got 40,000 troops. That's not enough to kill any one of my allies, let alone all of them together. But I'm in serious trouble. I think just my troops are going to die, all of them. I would like to help those Polish people somehow. Maybe I could get to Rome. Do you think Modena will let me cross their territory? Yeah, they will. So let's bring home some of these dudes. At least one. We'll bring home one dude. No, 2 dudes. Well, let's bring them all home for now, and we'll send them back if we need to. Alright, so I'm going to run and try to get all the way out to Rome by getting permission to walk across Tuscany and Modena. I can't believe Tuscany and Modena don't hate me anymore. They hate me so much. Now they don't. I might even be able to ally Tuscany. Not that I would want to, but that'd be kind of cool to have all of Italy allied together. I could just walk all the way to end of Italy and keep my guys alive. So I think I need to cancel these troops, obviously. My core construction on Dauphin will probably be interrupted. You know what? This is the second time that somebody's declared war on me right when my core construction was almost done. I think this is not a coincidence. I think they keep track of it and specifically try to interrupt it. So allow me to walk across your territory, please. And you too. Okay. And I'm going to walk all the way to Rome if I can. So these are probably punitive wars. Yes, they are. In a punitive war, their goal is right here, Piedmont, and I suspect that they're going... They usually don't even try to siege it up. They try to crush all of our armies and then siege it up later. So I suspect I don't need to defend it quite yet. Low naval maintenance, I don't care. Expiring casus belli, I don't care. Too many diplomatic relations, I don't care. I can build lots of buildings, I don't care. Okay. So we'll try to get as many. We're going to build 25 more troops, one at a time, from Lombardy. Recruit 25 of these. Okay. Run. Okay, so, still, my alliance has more troops, but that won't matter because they tend to come 10, 20 at a time and get crushed. So what I'd like to do is join all of the armies of all of the troops in one place somehow. But in order to do that, I need Austria to give permission for these guys to walk through here. Usually they have to walk around through Denmark, and that's what causes all the problems. I don't think there's anything I can do about it, though. 90,000 troops. That is really scary. Morale of armies minus 5%. What a good timing. It's not looking good, man. Alright, when I create this next troop in Lombardia, I don't know if this guy's going to jump up and kill him. So I could cancel him for free. It doesn't cost anything to cancel him. But I don't know if I need to. You know, if I don't need to, I don't want to. This is good news indeed. Alright, let's get this guy out of there. Thanks, Popey. The Popey is protecting me with his Popey shield. He's sending his Popey shield to me. Alright, sabotage reputation time. Let's sabotage the reputation of everyone that we don't like. Austria and France and Venice. No one be friends with anyone else. Alright, so we've maxed our military power. I would like to get the next military idea. Or get this and then spend all those points on unlocking the plus 25% morale would be a much better use of the military power. But either way, it's maxed and that's sad. Keep sending those troops a little bit at a time. Right, there's Castile coming to the rescue, but they're going to get crushed because I'm not there to help them. This is so sad. We got all these troops, and they're coming in piecemeal from all sides and getting crushed. I don't know what to do about it, though, because my troops are by far the smallest portion of the troops involved in this war. Like, even if all 25,000 of my troops were there, it still would be 90,000 against 30, 50. So best I can do is get my allies out of this by giving up some of my territory. That would be the wise decision for everybody, right? The Hansa and France are now friends, even though I sabotaged the reputation of France. Ever so sad. Let's stop picking on poor Venice and start trying to negotiate ourselves out of this mess, because we're going to lose this war pretty much no matter what. And I don't want all of my allies to lose all of their troops on the way down. And they will, because they are faithful allies. They are willing to just send their troops in to die for no apparent reason. Which is, honorable and such, but Pretty stupid, if you ask me. Pretty stupid. It's so weird that, like, I'm looking around and we clearly don't have 130,000 troops against 110. But it says that. I mean, where are all the troops? They're hiding somewhere. I think I'm not going to fund my army. They can't fight anyway. I'll just keep recruiting troops and hiding them. Alright, we got ourselves a free diplomat. He's willing to go over here and ask what they will take to get peace. They will take Dauphin back and Rethel. I will give up Dauphin and Rethel because it'll allow me to win the other war. This is very sad. I think the problem is I need to be the one declaring the war. I don't know. I don't know what the problem is. My armies can't get here fast enough, and then they come in piecemeal. I can't... Like, I have enough allies, but they're all spread out. I need allies that live right next to me, and I need to be declaring war on someone that doesn't live right next to me. So if I cancel this, I will get a bunch of administrative power back. And then I will give that to France. I would like to offer tribute. What would you like, France? They would take a concession of defeat. They would take breaking my alliance with Hungary and Castile. But each of those is just worth 10. They want a total of... Ooh, they only want a total of 13. So we'll give them all our money. Nice. No, they want a total of... 43. I can get 19 from just gold. So that leaves me needing 24. So how do we get 24 without giving up territory? We can revoke cores, but they don't care about that. We can give Guerre to Utrecht. We give Waldestadt to Switzerland. Switzerland. That's giving up territory, though. We could release Burgundy. That would be terrible. Annul treaties. If we annulled 2 treaties, it still wouldn't be quite enough, but it'd be close. Hungary is only useful in that it allows Poland and Lithuania to get down through here, but Lithuania is no longer my friend, and Poland is going through Denmark. So it's possible that I could get rid of Hungary without really feeling the repercussions. But Hungary has a border with Austria, and I feel like that gives Austria pause, you know? Pause. But it's like gain... you know, it allows me to keep an extra territory. So I need 10 more than this. Annul treaties with Hungary would be 10 more. I'm doing it. That's perfect. Alright, so we're not at war with France now. And now we're just at war with these little pansies. So this is 80,000 troops against 120. I think I can do this war. This war I'm okay with. So it's really mostly just the Hansa too, and the Hansa is this tiny little stupid thing up right next to Denmark's. Denmark should crush them. Oh, but it's also Lithuania. Poland and Lithuania have decided to fight, and they just picked me as what to fight over. That's terrible. Brother against brother. Sorry to come between you. Okay, I am out of money. Need to take out some loans. And we need to recruit some troops. I worry that Castile can't get to us without going through France. So a big portion of our army might not be able to contribute to this war at all. Lithuania might crush Poland. But it seems like if Lithuania crushes Poland, they're not going to ask me for stuff. They're going to ask Poland for stuff. So I'm just going to keep building up troops in these everywhere that it costs 8.5. Then I'll put my troops in Piedmont and just defend it. And that should be enough for at least a little while. And I can just go on a rampage crushing stuff. They've got 80,000 troops, so I don't really want to try to go on a rampage with like 30 or 40. And my military tech still... Ooh, perfect. So check this out. Now I can take a military idea, defensive, and then I can get this one, 25% morale. So much better. I am superior to all.them. That's great. That's really important. And then down here, nobody's cheap. Support the clergy or support the philosopher? Always support clergy. We don't need the missionary strength. But we like the Pope. I don't know. Either way, we lose stability, which is a tragedy. I don't think I'm going to tech up for quite a while. This only lasts for 10 years. My next tech up will be in approximately 10 years. But I don't need the missionary strength either. I don't really care. That's the problem. When it doesn't matter either way, I don't know what to do. So I'll get missionary strength and see if that gives me the strength I need to convert Sungayu. Oh, Sungayu. Yes. Oh, Sungayu. Man, it's not looking good. Okay. Nice. We can convert Sungayu. Revolts are possible in Sungayu. The harsh treatment of Sungayu would cost 60 military power. I don't think that's a good deal. Keep making soldiers in Sungayu. Oh, Jesus. Pause. Oh my god. The Hansa marched all the way down here. I assumed that they wouldn't do that. Oh my god. I'm not funding my army. There's no way to win this fight. There's not even any way to survive this fight. That sucked. Wow, I'm crushing it, but I don't have the morale to win the fight. Morale tick. It might happen. Wow. I might actually win the fight without having paid my army beforehand. These guys fight really well with no food and no equipment. That's the key to all military battles, is not to give your guys food or equipment. You should go help me, Mr. Savoy Aragon. Wow. Look at this. I've got 0.05 morale. With no leader. I forgot to put a leader in charge of my army. I mean, theirs is only 1, 2, but jeez. Sheesh Louise. Let's hire a mercenary just to put a leader on him. We don't have the money. Well, let's not queue up this. And then we'll hire a mercenary really quick. That's going to take like 20 days to hire that mercenary. And we'll throw a leader on him and hopefully save the day. Oh, we're losing the papal influence. Okay. Give me a leader. Okay, we'll put a leader on this guy. A terrible leader. A good leader. Send him up there, and then we will get rid of our terrible leader because seriously, what the heck? Go. Lead. Lead the troops, bro. Oh. How many days away was I from winning that? January 19th. I was 3 days away. And now we're going to have a shattered retreat. Oh, man. Okay, you stay there. You stay there. You go up here. You go up there and then over there. You go over there and then down to Lombardia. You just stay in Lombardia. Oh, man. That was a big blunder, and I thought we were maybe going to get out of it, but we didn't. Oh, geez. Everybody to Lombardia. Actually, everybody to Rome. That's the whole reason we're paying those guys. Okay, I was gonna say. Oh, lost another one. It's okay, it's okay. The world didn't end. I thought it was gonna, but it's okay. We need to find a good defensive position near here. We will get rid of that mercenary. This one. Disband you. And then over here, we will put him in charge. You're in charge. It doesn't look like they have a lot of troops up here. So this is a choke point we can defend and maybe win. But we need a good, strong defensive position. Is there like even a hill somewhere? Damn. Northern Savoy is terrible for defense. Maybe we'll just go to Holland. We'll just go to Holland. Alright, guy. Send Gayu. There you go. There's going to be 28 plus 3,000 men against my 32, and I got one guy down here. Good times, good times. The Pope has a bunch of troops that he could be using to like fight. But he's afraid. He wants to not have to pay Tuscany to let him walk through their land.